All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. This is going to be a lesson going into how a lot of these evil women in this world, man, they don't even understand how much they've messed up big time, man. Right, with all, and they don't even really think about the destructive path that a lot of them have left behind them, man. Right, and it's quite sickening. It's quite disgusting when you actually consider that, man. And I was watching one of the camp videos, right, and then I was seeing the ways how the brothers and the elders were teaching, and the topic of women came up, man. And I was hearing the way how they was talking about these women, and I couldn't disagree with anything that they were saying, man. But the countenance that they had on their face when they was talking about these women, right, and about their hypocrisy and all that, I was just like, man, every single man on this earth, especially men in the truth, they've all got a scenario with where one of these demon women or a couple of these demon women out there have screwed them over, man. And them women, in their mind, actually think that they was probably righteous in that scenario. Them women in that actually caused the distress to these men. They actually tell that story probably in a way where they think that they was the righteous person in that scenario, and they're talking about it like, no, he did wrong. Not even realizing that, no, you've did things to people, man. You've done things to people yourself, all you women out there, man. You've done things to people, man. And one of your main sins is adultery, man. That's one of the main things that women have been able to benefit from in this world, man. The fact that adultery exists in this world has benefited women more so than anyone else on this earth. It's clear. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9, rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Women in this world, man, they just float around this earth, man. They don't ever even think twice about the decisions that they're making. You know, they'll get on comment boards, putting all kind of stuff on the comment board, chatting shit, man. Putting all kind of things on the comment board, right? And you're thinking, hang on, why the fuck you putting that on the comment board for? Right? Is that the best thing to be putting on the comment board? No. So you and then on top of that, you ain't even got it like that carnally neither. You ain't got it like that physically. Make something break in the house, right? Who are they always hoping to fix everything all the time, man? Men. Make something need to be fixed, right? They're always gonna want men to do it, man. They don't even consider a lot of the time how these things even work. A lot of women don't even consider how most of the things in their house work. They don't even know how to fix none of them, man. Which is not to make out like I'm some DIY expert, but I can get on the internet and learn how to do these things and fix things, man. But most of these women in this world, they don't know nothing about it. They don't care about nothing like that, man. They just live it, they just float around the earth, expecting praise, watching reality TV, doing a madness out here, man. And then they got the nerve to wonder why men are cursing them out all the time. And they haven't even considered, they're completely oblivious to all the wickedness that they've did, because they've been fed the lie that they are the best on this earth and that they're some kind of like thing to be worshipped in this world, man. And they've actually decided to run with it and believe that. Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. You men are going to catch hell down here, man. Because you've been demons, man. You've been a bunch of demons down here. And you've always, as soon as things go bad, you've always ran back to men. Even some of you women that try and play I'm only into women game. As soon as life starts getting hard, you've run back to men. So you're full of shit. Really, ain't you? Because as soon as life starts going bad and you start realizing that you can't handle it like you thought you could, you run to men all the time. But you try and front like you've got it together, and you haven't got it together, man. You haven't got it together. As soon as something gets broken, as soon as one of you men's car gets broken or a tire needs to be changed or some minor thing or something like that, or some major thing on your cars that you like to try and flex that you have. Oh, now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? As soon as you're low on the rent money, okay, now all of a sudden you want to get on Patreon or GoFundMe and don't mock and don't laugh. But you have never had a problem calling men broke though, have you? You've never had a problem getting on a comment board and trying to destroy a man's reputation in the front of in front of his brothers though, have you? To try and embarrass him in front of his people. You women haven't had a problem trying to do that to men, have you? But then you don't want people to come and get on a comment board and start talking about what things you're getting up to though, do you? Tremble you women at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the present fields, for the fruit of vine. All these women in this world, they're going to kindly get the chance to feel what it's like to get treated like how men get treated, man. And not men that are like Prince Charming, the richest, most... No, the men that get treated like they're nothing. Women are going to get the chance to see what those men get treated like, man. They're going to be in a position of those men. And they're going to be catching all kinds of hell, man. And when I was hearing that particular elder talking about, and he was going in on these women, man, it was getting me angry because I could feel how angry he was from the women that are getting on his damn nerves, man. It makes us even angry to see like the disrespect that you women are doing to a thing that we actually have respect for, man. And it's mainly women that are the scoffers. It's mainly women that are getting on comment boards and all this talking, running up their mouth, going on like they know what the fuck's going on out here. Just scoffing, man. Scoffing up the Richter scale. Just running their mouths, man. They're the main ones that are just scoffing all the time. The main ones is always the women, man. And then they just scoff and then float around for the earth and then do the same thing again. And act like, oh, nah, it wasn't me. That wasn't my fault. No, that was, you know what I mean? I remember before, I'll tell a story, man. One of the times, man, back when I was a student in London, man, right? Which I'm not from London, by the way, but I was a student in London. And like I was walking down the street in in Camden, and the person I was with started trying to chat up this girl, right? And then the girl was kind of talking back to him and she was kind of talking back to him, but then her friend, which was a Evite, man, a weave-hatted Eve, man, she was not feeling this guy, even though he wasn't talking to her. So he said to her something along the lines of, I wasn't talking to you anyway, I was talking to your friend who's a lot more attractive than you. So why are you talking to me? To which she got offended by that. And then she tried to go around and look for random guys around and say that that her and her friend are being harassed, which was not true, right? To which then this stranger, these men ended up approaching me and assumed it was me that was doing harassing, right? And started threatening me and all of this and saying, "Oh, leave these women alone." And I'm thinking, what's the hell is this guy talking about? And then the woman, somewhat for a little bit, for like maybe 5 to 10 seconds, she was like, "Oh, nah, it's not him. Oh, it wasn't him. I wasn't talking about him." But by the time she had finished talking, a fight ended up breaking out, man. A fight ended up breaking out between me and those two people, man. And then I ended up having a fight with two Edomites, man, because this Eve, right? Because this Eve got herself offended and then ended up making me get into a fight with two people. And if I didn't know how to defend myself, right, who knows what could have happened to me. But because Yahweh's has allowed me to know how to defend myself, right, I was able to escape out of that scenario with less harm than if I had not know how to defend myself, man. But that woman, as soon as the fight broke out, she ran away, never to be seen again. And I'm there, ended up in handcuffs and all this. And if the security didn't say, nah, he was defending himself, then who knows what could have happened to me. And that woman, right, that caused that whole thing to take place, she just ran off and faded off into the night, never to be seen again. And who knows how many times she did the same thing again after that. When she's got offended that a man's not talking to her and is talking to a friend that's prettier than her. Who knows how many times you wicked women out there have did stuff like that, man. I could have ended up getting my head kicked in. Know what I mean? Which I did end up with like a black eye and all that from that time, man. But these wicked ass women, they put men in scenarios like that all the time. And that's just a small scenario. There's scenarios where women lie about stuff like that and men end up dead. And that's me saying one scenario, right? But there's more scenarios that I could mention. But other men out there, forget my scenarios. Other men out there have got things that they can say as well. And when I heard that elder talking to he's going into these women about how they're hoes, man, and the passion that he was saying, I was like, yeah, they are hoes. And they don't realize that they've helped fuck this whole earth up, man. And they ain't trying to think about the children of Israel, like, man, we're Israelites and we need to rise up. They don't even know the scriptures neither. You know what I mean? These women are women of our nation. They don't even know the scriptures either. And they're so proud and wicked, man, that because they've seen that men have been able to like break down the Bible and they're starting to go into the Bible and break it down, yeah. Then they're starting to think, you know what, we can do it too. And then you had these fat demons like Sister Cherry Love, yeah, that she was always running her mouth, getting on the comment board and that, like going over to Chicago, right, and whispering when she's around them elders and them brothers, and talking about how men are grapists, this and grapists that and all that. Where's the evidence of that? You false witness demon. And where's she at now though? Where's she at now? She ain't did a video or anything like that for almost a year. And on her comment board, people are asking her, where you at, where you this, where you that, and she ain't got nothing to say. She ain't saying nothing and responding back to them on there. But she, in her pride as a female, she thought, well, if these black men can teach it, then I can say it too. I can teach, because who are they? They ain't nothing. That's how most of you women think, man. You don't think that we can do anything better than you when we're better than you? The Israelite man is better than the Israelite woman. And that's why the Israelite woman gets baby fed every single opportunity in this earth and still ain't on nothing. Because she ain't no threat to nothing. You ain't a threat to this society falling down. So that's why you will get the first easiest opportunity to get jobs and all these things. And you're thinking in your mind that you're getting these opportunities because you're better than them. And no, you're getting these opportunities because you ain't no threat. So money in your hand, right, is like diamonds around a pig's neck. It's like casting your pearls before swine. It's no use to you. You ain't going to do nothing with it. You're going to buy clothes. You're going to try and find ways to try and make yourself be worshipped. You ain't going to know what to do with it. You ain't going to know what to do with it. Most of you women out here on this earth are bozos, man. And over this past couple of days, man, many videos, and the thing about the woman topic, man, is that no matter how much people try and not talk about it, it's going to be spoken about because you women are demons on this earth right now. And no matter how much people say, you know what, I'm tired of the woman topic, I'm tired, the woman topic is going to continually keep getting mentioned because watching the women of the children of Israel is one of the ways how you're going to know how close we are to the kingdom of heaven. When they're completely just obliterated on this earth and they ain't got no levels of pride whatsoever no more, and they're trying to come back humble, that's when we're going to know that the kingdom of heaven's close. That's going to be one of the signs, man, that these women, wicked Israelite women out there are going to be getting judged on a mass scale whenever they're trying to exhibit any pride. That's going to be one of the signs we're going to know that we're close, man. Whereas people would think, oh, they're talking about women all the time. No, the women thing is one of the things that's going to be spoken about, man. It's one of the things that's in prophecy. Just like how the new covenant is, just like how the return of Yahweh Shai is, just like how World War III, the MOTB, all of these things are topics that are going to be spoken about, man. And they're signs on how close we are to the kingdom of heaven. They're signs, man. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 6, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Verse 5, the vile person shall no more be called liberal, And everyone's starting to realize that Esau, which is who Eve worships, man. Eve worships Esau, man. They're starting to realize that, you know what, this guy ain't who he said he was. The world's starting to look at him sideways. They're like, man, this guy's a demon, man. He's a hypocrite, man. He's always talking about how you shouldn't be violent here, you shouldn't be violent there, but he's doing it himself. He's always saying forgive and forget, but he don't forgive and forget no one himself. When was the last time he ever forgave and forget? They're telling us don't remember this and don't remember that, but they're still bringing up October 7th this, October that. They're still even trying to talk about Egypt. Yet people are trying to say that nobody knows who the children of Israel are, but they're trying to talk about how, oh, they've got such an oppressed history, and they're trying to even go back to Egypt with their oppression. And then they're always mentioning, oh, World War II, oh, man, the ovens and all of this. Allow that, man. Say the same thing that everyone says to us. Everyone's been through things throughout their life. You know what I mean? Everyone's been through something. Oh, but the ovens, everyone's been through something. You know what I mean? Everyone's been through something. Because when we say the Atlantic slave, oh, you sold your own people into slavery, so okay, they should have got out the ovens then. How about that? You know what I mean? How about that then? But no, nah, that would be that. There's a special case file word for that, isn't there? But anyone can just say what the hell ever they want to say about us, though, can't they? According to what you people think, everything can be said about us. You people are demons, man. You're hypocrites, man. And the Israelite woman, she don't care about none of that hypocrisy because she's a hypocrite herself. She'll talk about how she wants the most realist this and realist that with a weave on her head, a BBL, lip fillers. What the hell are Israelite women getting lip fillers for? Don't you know that as Israelites we've already got full lips anyway? And I thought you Israelite women were supposed to already have the fat booty. So why are you getting a BBL for? Why? Y'all are always running around getting a BBL. How about you go to the damn gym, man? Or take a walk to lose some damn weight? How about that? Because those are some of the pastimes that I don't really see you Israelite women doing. Taking a walk or going to the gym or going for a jog. Y'all never do that. But when it comes to sitting down and having some Moabite file your nails down and paint them a special color, y'all are always up in there. And then you don't even want to pay for that yourself. You don't even want to pay for that yourself, man. Y'all think that y'all deserve to be worshipped and y'all ain't even real? You damn demons, man. And you can say whatever you want to say about me. I personally don't give two shits, man. Because judgment's coming. Judgment comes for us as men, even on ourselves, man. We catch all kind of things right now. We've went through ailments. We've had to battle against spirits. You know what I mean? We've had to damn near see apparitions and all kind of stuff. People speak about some of the things that they go through, man. We're dealing with sleep paralysis and all kind of madness. You know what I mean? People are coming up against us. People bearing false witness against us. People lying. People trying to get us fired from work and failing. Or people trying to get us fired from jobs and succeeding. Being called bums. Being called we ain't this, we ain't that. You know what I mean? Being disrespected. Having people trying to antagonize us to fight them. So why do you women think that you don't have to go through nothing when you've sinned too? Your sins are also part of the reason why our nation got cursed as well. It's not just us. You sinned as well, man. And this is one of the personal things that you've did that made Yahweh take away your hair, man. And I'm about to read it. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. So that ain't on us. You can't blame us. You can't say, oh, because your father wasn't around. Because you, little Trell, because your father wasn't around, that's why I'm bald-headed. No, you're bald-headed because you're proud, disrespectful, loudmouth, cantankerous, argumentative. You got me fucked up, demon. That's the reason why you're bald-headed. Because you run your mouth too much, man. Firing off at the lips. Thinking that you're never to blame for nothing that you do ever, man. That's the reason why. And always trying to run away and trying to blame it on everyone else all the time. No, you're going to get judgment. You mean are going to have to deal with the fact that you ain't as gorgeous or you ain't as righteous as you thought you were, man. You're going to be put in a position where you're going to have to deal with yourselves, man. Some of you women are going to be put in isolation, man. You're going to end up finding yourselves when all hell breaks loose by yourself. And in that time when you're by yourself, you're going to remember all the adultery that you did. Some of you are going to remember that you deleted your unborn children in the womb. You know what I mean? By letting some wicked ass witch doctor get all up inside of you. You're going to remember all the you're going to remember paternity fraud. You're going to remember all the men that you was making take you out on dates, knowing damn well that you don't like him. And even that is a sign that you women are losers. Because why the hell are you going to make a man take you out on a date and him actually be there and you don't like the guy, you think he's ugly, but you're going to go out and be seen in public with this guy that you think's ugly, right? Make him pay for your whole date, smile in his face, or be on your phone the whole time, right? And make him pay for the whole meal, knowing damn well that you don't like, you know how much of a loser you have to be to do that. Why don't you just go out by yourself and go to a restaurant by yourself and buy yourself a meal and sit down in the restaurant alone? You know what I mean? You may as well do that. But you women are such losers in this world that you'll make a guy take you all the way out on a date knowing you don't like the guy, right? Order the most expensive things. Take a picture while you're sitting at the table, making sure that you don't get his arm in there or his drink, pretending like you paid for it yourself to try and update your Instagram account. And I'm thinking, hang on, why don't you just get a job yourself, yeah? And take yourself to the restaurant then if you like the food there so much. Buy the meal for yourself. Why are you making someone else buy it? Just buy it for yourself, star. You know what I mean? And then the thing is, yeah, the men that are at the top right now, yeah, all the women, they're after those guys, right? But the men that are going to be in the top when all hell breaks loose, some of the women that are trying to chase the men that are at the top of this thing right now are going to have the nerve to try and chase after the men that are going to be at the top of when all hell breaks loose, which is the elect to the nation of Israel. And these men, I've got their complete different mindset and are after a complete different type of woman to what the men are now. You know what I mean? The men now don't mind women with BBLs, man. They'll be like, yeah, I don't care if she's got a BBL. They'll tell a woman that's gone to the gym that she ain't got no ass. I'm thinking, leave her, like, mate, at least she's trying to do it natural. You know what I mean? Like, this world's bugged out, man. And when I was watching them elders talking and they was going in on the topic of the women, man, which is not about just talking about women all the time, but that is one of the heavy topics, man, because I remember when I've heard Apostle Dahar say that if that one curse wasn't done, or if our woman was on our side during the Atlantic slave trade, we would have been all right. And it's true. We would have been all right, man. We would have been fine if our women, if the woman was with us, rocking with us in that time. It would have been easy to handle. But that was the real one that was able to, that Yahweh kicked us in the teeth and kicked us in the ass with, man. That woman curse, man. And the Israelite woman as well, she don't even understand that that's also the way that how she's been kicked in the ass and kicked in the teeth. She thinks, man, I don't need, man, them men at Israel ain't nothing. They can't tell me. No, us not having it like that, like you think we ain't got it like that, which is true, is the reason why you ain't got it like that. You know what I mean? The Israelite man not having the riches and the wealth is the reason why you ain't got the riches and the wealth. Because we damn for sure know you ain't gonna about to make no wealth out here. Y'all ain't balling like that. Y'all are quick to try and talk of watch and pocket watch where a man's spending his money, but y'all ain't rich yourself. Because if you was, you wouldn't be watching where men are spending their money. Would you? When women get their riches and their money, they don't be spending it on cars and all these kind of things. They don't be buying that kind of stuff really for themselves, man. They always try to look for someone else to buy it for them. So the Israelite woman doesn't have access to all of these trinkets and things of life because the man of her nation doesn't have it. And then when he does get it, she's just trying to steal it from him all the time. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle of rent, and instead of well-set hair, boldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girdle of sackcloth and burning instead of beauty. And that's the reason why, on average, let's be real, man. Let's not start chatting smoke out our ass. The average Israelite woman is not attractive, right? They're just not. Now, people can get on video and try and scroll through videos to try and find what I look like or whatever and say, well, you ain't this yourself. Okay. That still don't change the fact that the average Israelite woman is not attractive. They're not. The average Israelite woman is fat. And more than average on the Israelite women, they all don't have hair, man. Among the women of Israel, it's considered long hair for your hair to tickle the back of your neck. You know what I mean? And then the women would have the nerve to try and complain then if a man goes and gets with one of the women of another nation. When some of them look, some of these women of our nation be looking down me like smoking Joe Frazier out here, man. Real talk. Looking like if you slapped a gum shield in their mouth, right? You better damn near win a title with that motherfucker. But then they're trying to look the men up and down, right? And they'll think because they're way the same as the man, oh, he can't tell me nothing. Mate, he could still tell you something. Don't try and get on a hype. Because when this society falls down, some of you women that weigh the same as men are going to find out that you're not men. And that's one of the reasons, one of the problems among the women of the children of Israel too, that you weigh too damn much, man. There ain't no way that you women, right, that are 5'5" should be weighing the same amount as Deontay Wilder, who's 6'7" and a heavyweight boxer. That shouldn't be happening. There ain't no way that there should be. I've been a man called Kevin Samuels that had a whole YouTube channel where it became a whole thing of Israelite women being so fat that he made a nickname for it, calling y'all Big Shirley, and even had a trumpet sound that he played. Like that shouldn't exist. You know what I mean? But because of the curse that which came because of your pride, instead of a girdle, it's a rent. You round it off. You know what I mean? Your waist, yeah. Some of you women's waist is wider than your damn hip circumference. Just looking stupid out here, man. Because of your pride. Because you couldn't humble yourself, man. And y'all all thought, nah, the men can't tell us nothing. The men can't tell. Well, Yahweh put a plague on your head. And now you're bold. And then you ain't falling on with that weave that you have on your head. We ain't fooled by that. The Israelite man, we know what's up. Maybe among some of the heathen, they don't know. But they don't care. They don't mind putting poison in the things that you put in your hair. And then you're there bugging out and you've got all these mental health problems because they're putting poisonous things in your hair. And then all you women will be getting choke slammed by some wicked ass Elamite and that, or some Ishmaelite, because you're trying to steal weed from his store. And then now the whole block's got a march against the store. Don't touch women. Don't. Well, you stole. So you went into the man's shop, tried to steal the weave, so he choke slammed you. You know what I mean? But now all the Jakes around the neighborhood have got to run up and march up in the store now because you tried to steal weave. And let's not even mention the time where all you women was around a pile of disposed of weave, like the damn crows that are going to be around the Battle of Jehoshaphat, man. Just surrounding it like it was like the damn scene, almost like the scene from I Am Legend, man, where you had all them monster things in the shade and they just couldn't waiting for nighttime to grab Will Smith. That's how it was. Weave ain't sexy, bruh. That's not a sexy thing for us to think about, man. You know what I mean? But you women have not even considered why it is that you only, of all the men on the earth, have to do that when we've told you. It's because of your manners. And you need to fix up, Star. Because you're all disrespectful like this if you was honest, right? The reason why most of you Israelite women are how you are and are getting on all of the elders, apostles, and brothers' nerves over the years, right? And why there's so many videos and why that's the main topic that gets some people's attention, man. The reason why that all of these women are acting like this in the first place is because Esau. So when we hear you women talk about how oppression, or we think we think you're full of shit because you're only complaining that Esau's not allowing you more avenues to oppress us. Y'all never say when Esau gives you an avenue to try and oppress our lives, you never say, I'm not gonna do that to the men of my nation. You always run up to child support people and all that. You always take a man's child and go to that doctor and get the child ejected out of your body. Every single chance you get the spousal support. You get every single chance that you've been given in this earth to oppress the Israelite man. You've always just said, yeah, I'm going to do it. You've never said, nah, I'm not going to do the men of my nation like that. I'd never do that. You always do it. So you ain't on our side, man. So when all hell breaks loose and you start to see Esau falling that you trusted in, stay over there. You know what I mean? Don't try and come over to us. Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in and stay on horses and trust in chariots because there are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. And that's what most of you women ain't did. You women ain't seeking Yahweh. You're seeking an avenue to try and get worshipped in this world. You're trying to seek a lane for you to try and find a man that's got the this current society's best quality things, and you're trying to find a way to try and not even submit to the guy. You're trying to find a way to steal it, man. You're trying to hope you can get pregnant by him, right? And then steal it through Esau's wicked system. It's not even that you're trying to find the guy and become one of his wives and say, I'm going to do Proverbs 31 and 10 for the guy. No, you're trying to find a way to steal the man's money. You women ain't even trying to be a good wife to these guys. And that's why Drake, if the story is even true, had to damn put hot sauce in his condom after he finished dealing with one woman, man. And then she ended up getting putting it in her. She ended and tried to sue him. Know what I mean? That shouldn't be happening. But she was trying to steal his seed so that she could use it to oppress him. You know what I mean? You women are not righteous, man. You're always trying to find a way to use Esau's system against the men of your own nation. But then when this system turns against you, then you expect us to march. You talking about the men never defend, we never defend you. You don't defend us. You don't ever help us and try and come with nothing to aid us, man. You're always there to bear false witness on us, man. Or to try and get on a comment board and try and bear out all of our information and that. Try and find a way to expose us or try and embarrass us in some way. You women are always down to do that, man. All the time. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not God. Esau is just a man. So all you women trust in him, this guy is just a man. Kingdoms have rose and fall before, and he's can as well. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is holpen shall fall down, and they shall fail together. You Israelite women and Esau, you're both going to drop together, man. And it wouldn't be a shock to me, right, if damn near to a certain degree, almost certain tribes of the women of Israel end up almost coming like they're going to get this exterminated, man. Because it's happened before. All the women of the tribe of Benjamin ended up not even being there, man. Don't be surprised, man, with the amount of numbers that drop among you wicked women, man, of the women of Israel. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, man. Because you're not built, like, I don't understand why you're all so arrogant, because you're not built for this. You think you are. You all think you got hand. You all think that you can beat this up. Some of you women are going to get beat up by Edomite women when all hell breaks loose, man. Some of you women are going to get beat up and rushed by Ishmaelite women, Elamite women. You're going to get beat up, man. Y'all think you've got hands on that. You think you're crazy, but nah, when all hell breaks loose, some of you are going to end up in situations where you have to fight against the other nations' women. And you're going to get beat up, man. And then if you do start overcoming them, well, then them nations' men are going to roll up and do you over anyway. And then you're going to realize, oh, we do need men for protection. And when you're going to try and go out to try and find men for protection, they're going to say, move, man. Don't come nowhere near me. You are not on my side. You are my enemy. They're going to look at you like you're the enemy too. And you're going to find out that you're just by yourself, a woman by yourself. Which in a time like that is worth nothing. You know what I mean? A woman without protection in that time is just a victim in that time. And on that, I'm going to say shalom. And I was just thinking about the topic of these women, right? And how they really are oblivious to all the wickedness that they've done and all their evil, man. And I'm gonna say shalom, man. Shalom.